morning, I'm Kim.
I'm Brad.
We're 6260 Honda, California, and today we're headed over to Hollywood Studios.
So, yeah, we're gonna head over there. We got a couple fun things planned, I guess.
Yeah, so we have some great ADRs and we're gonna have a good time today.
One really hard to get ADR, in fact. And,
You know, midday, you might get a little thirsty if that gives you a hint.
and we're gonna be trying out Lightning Lane. I will get it again today, so we'll let you know how that goes. So let's go ahead and take a long walk from BoardWalk all the way over to Hollywood Studios.
It's a never-ending walk.
Okay, so we're back.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long day, but it hasn't been a long day. And
It was kind of a weird day.
yeah. So let's go ahead and explain where we started off. Well, obviously, we started off at Hollywood Studios, and of course, we did Lightning Lane, or Genie Plus, Lightning Lane, Genie Plus. I don't know.
We're just gonna call it Lightning Lane. Let's keep it simple.
We even had cast members that were,
Some call it Genie Plus, some call it Lightning Lane.
and some were going back to Fast Pass.
All right, so we're gonna stick to Lightning Lane.
Okay, so we did that this morning. Actually, I did it this morning at 7:15 this morning, and I had only a couple choices because this is the first time I've done it.
Okay, because the other mornings I've gotten up and done it.
I made her get up. Isn't it nice to sleep in?
Well, today was my sleeping day.
So when I did it, I had two choices. Again, this is at 7:15 in the morning. I had 11:50 for a rock and roller coaster, which unfortunately would have interfered with lunch, or a 3 o'clock for Tower of Terror. And really for the big rides, that's it. Slinky Dog Dash, gone.
Okay, so we decided when we got to Hollywood Studios, the first thing we were gonna do.
Yeah, well, first, I forgot to tell them what we chose.
No, okay.
It's the ride that goes, woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Tower of Terror.
Okay.
I made a guess because she was still sleeping, so, and I guessed right because I know that's her favorite ride at Hollywood Studios, so.
I don't know, it's really, I love a lot of the rides, and really I would be upset not to go on Rock and Roller Coaster too.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we got there, and usually Rock and Roller Coaster is less of a wait than Tower of Terror. So we did standby in the morning, and I think it was like an hour.
Yeah, well, before that, we forgot to say, I want to show you the crowds, and this is at 9:30 in the morning, half hour after park opened for us to even get into the park.
It was a little nutty.
It was crazy.
It was unorganized.
Yeah, and it's trying to get through and everything else. It was security, no problem.
Yeah.
To get into the park, problem. Back up. We don't do rope drop, and we figured out this time we would be past that time. No, but luckily we rushed, and like Kim said, we got over to Rock and Roller Coaster with only an hour wait, and actually we waited a little less than an hour, but we.
So
ran.
that was
We pretty much ran to get over there to get.
We walked fast, briskly.
briskly, and. Yeah, we were able to get Rock and Roller Coaster in a reasonable time.
Yeah.
An hour, I guess. That's what we're calling it, reasonable now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, we decided, I think we went and did Muppets.
Yeah, because unfortunately you can't do another Fast Pass until 11 o'clock.
And then all the
Fast
other...
Pass, Lightning Lane. Until 11 o'clock.
Anyways, so most of the other rides we wanted to go on were over an hour to 2 hours wait, and that would have interfered with our dining. So anyways, we decided to go do Muppets 3D.
Yeah,
It's cute.
Cute. You know, it's fun. And really, that's one of the few ones that are available all day if you really want the Lightning Lane, but it's probably never necessary.
Yeah, I don't know when I've ever seen it where it'd be necessary, but it's an option, I guess.
Yeah, so.
I guess as it gets more crowded and people are having less and less choices, maybe it'll get more and more popular.
Yeah, this is kind of where our day has been a little weird, so we were just kind of watched that, and after that we just kind of walked around, wasn't it, for the most part?
Yeah.
Looked around at different things, and yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those situations, maybe we could have gotten done Frozen or something else, but we were just not.
We already did it this week, and I don't feel like that's a show I really wanted to watch twice in 1 week.
So, and we ended up walking around a little bit and finally getting to lunch, and we went to.
Wait, but what was, I got another Lightning Lane. I don't remember which one. that was. Oh,
Okay, sorry. Knock on the door was
mousekeeping.
housekeeping. So I'll explain more of that with our video for our room tour.
Yeah.
And we'll link that down below.
Okay, so I got another. What was the other Lightning Lane I got? I think it was Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
Yes, that's right. And this is where the weird thing happened, because it was at the exact same time as our lunch.
Right. So I went to them and asked them, like, is there something we could do about this? Like, it overlaps and they're both popular. And she's like, yeah, no problem. So they gave us a pass so we could go back at any time, and so it wouldn't interfere with our dining. So that's something to know. So don't be afraid to grab the Lightning Lane at the same time as your ADR, so that you don't miss your meal, but they'll be flexible with you.
So go to guest services and talk to them, and they may, probably will try to help you out the best they can. And we ended up going to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway, and it was closed, broken down,
Yeah.
just like Rise of Resistance was most of the day.
So anyways, we decided to go. No, we waited.
We waited a while. We were at that point. We were like, well, if it comes back up, great. If it doesn't, we'll go to our lunch, eat lunch, and come back to it. Well, luckily it came back up, and we got pretty much right on it, and got to enjoy it, which was fun. So we ended up going to lunch at the Brown Derby. It's one of our fun go-to restaurants.
It's just, and this time we got the Bamboo Room again, and they've changed the menu since the last time we were here. So we decided we might do an updated dining review.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because they're going to be changing it again, though, too.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks, so we're kind of like, do we? I mean, it's great.
But my dish, they said, was going to stay.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. I got what I had was probably going to stay, too, so.
Okay, we'll do an updated dining review.
Just a little hint, though. If they're open, ask for that Bamboo Room. Here's the sound in the Bamboo Room where we're sitting there talking.
Oh, yeah, it's nice and peaceful here.
Okay. And here's the sound of the main dining room as we walk through. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, it is. And it's just kind of nice and quiet and peaceful.
And remind you, we have what's called a dead cat on ours that kind of deadens some of the sound a little bit.
Yeah, so you guys are hearing a lighter tone than what we actually do.
Yeah, so, yeah. So if it's open, try to for the Bamboo Room. Ask for it.
Yes. Afterwards, we went and we were able to get the rock and roller coaster through Lightning Lane. So we went and did that first.
Yeah, Kim was able to go grab it, and that again, like we said in the past, they've been kind of popping up here and there a little bit.
Yes.
And it went through most of the afternoon that way.
And then, so after rock and roller coaster, which is a favorite of ours, we went over and finally got on Tower of Terror.
Which is always a fun up and down, it's like the day was up and down all day.
After that, so we decided I got another Lightning Lane.
See, you're doing it too.
I know, I have to catch myself. But we got it over Smuggler's Run. So it wasn't for a while. So we went over to Docking Bay 7 and got a soda and just sat there for a while. And that's kind of our quiet place that we like to go grab a soda and get away from it all, like when it's hot and there wasn't really a ride that we could have waited in line for that we wanted to in the meantime.
Yep, and again, Kim actually checked with guest services to make sure we're going to be okay, because we had a big reservation that we really wanted to go to that it's actually probably, is it harder to get than Rise of Resistance?
Ooh, I don't think so. I think because we've tried to get Rise of Resistance twice this trip and we haven't been able to, I would say this was easier than Rise of the Resistance.
And what we're talking about is Olga's Cantina.
So, okay, we went over and we did Smuggler's Run, which was fun. We were the gunners.
And what I was saying is Kim asked them to make sure we were going to have plenty of time in between, and they said if they had to, they would be able to do the exact same thing again as they did for us today. So
They didn't think there was going to be a problem, so that was not an issue. I just want to make sure because I didn't know how long. It'd been a while since we rode Smuggler's Run.
And they said really once you got down there 10, 20 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes would be fine.
Yeah, we had like, what, 30 minutes in between? So they're like, you'll be fine, which was true.
Plenty of time. We got right on, and actually we ended up having to wait to get to Olga's Cantina. Another thing I did find out, and I did ask today, was how many lightning lanes do they sell, or do they have a limit of them?
There's no limit. They will sell as many as people want. So that could kind of explain why it's kind of hard to get things that you want.
Yeah, and I'll show you a list today of I think it was about 3 o'clock, maybe closer to 4, of everything that was available for Lightning Lane. It wasn't a whole lot, and it was a lot of things that most people don't.
It's like the shows or the character groups.
Well, even some of the shows were gone. Beauty and the Beast was gone.
They only have a few shows a day, though.
Yeah, no, but Beauty and the Beast was available, but the Lightning Lane was gone.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there's only a few for people to grab up.
But there was only a few of them, like Meet Olaf, and that one was actually there for a little while, then it disappeared. I mean, it's like weird things. There's not a whole lot left.
Yeah, I'd say by noon, 1 o'clock, it gets harder.
So this has been a very big learning experience for us of what we're learning here.
It's been a roller coaster, but with just because of the crowds, and we're so used to a different time. And then even coming back last summer, still in the middle of the pandemic, but before Lightning Lanes, it still wasn't that bad. And now it seems like everybody's back, and there's kind of this chaotic system.
And today was a Friday, and I'll show you the crowds. I mean, it was just nuts, as I showed you earlier. So we're trying to figure this out, and it's been a learning curve.
Very much so.
Yeah. So we ended up going to Olga's Cantina, watching DJ Rex
spin a few tunes.
Yeah, and then they lost power for a little bit, and they were trying to kick everybody out.
But we had
a joke. It's always fun. They always play along with everything. But I had 2 beers.
Yeah, I had 2 drinks. And the kind of cool thing is we did ask for a table. Our feet I don't know, after the last few days, we were just kind of sore.
We didn't want to stand at the bar, because if you don't ask for a table, you're going to be standing at a bar or a like one of those standing tables in the middle. We wanted to be able to sit down. The great thing we found out about this, they still have dividers up on the tables. So
at the table, you're still sharing the table like the old ways, but they have a partition. So if you have any concerns or you're still a little weary, that's kind of a nice thing to have. Because when you're at the standing room only table or the bar, there is no separation. It's just like it was when it originally opened.
Yeah, and actually I kind of like that way, because it made us feel like we had more of our own room.
Right, because the other side of the table that we had 5 people. They were squished in pretty good. But had they not, you and I would have probably ended up squished.
Yeah.
So it kind of forced to make sure that our group or our side of the table gave us enough space.
Yeah, and again, it's a fun time. So we did that.
Yeah.
And then we ran off and ran for the bus. Got on the bus to Animal Kingdom. Well, not Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom Lodge.
So we had reservations for dinner at Sanaa, and we got there really early. I think we were just after the drinks, we were just kind of done with rides, and so we were there really like an hour and a half early. So we just kind of walked around outside on the animal viewing platform and just kind of relaxed a little bit and watched some animals.
What we could see, because it was getting dark at the time. But that's a beautiful area, a nice time to go sit down and relax. And
yes.
We did checked in early, and luckily they were able to get us into our reservation early, so we weren't waiting too long, and had a good meal. I mean, Sanaa's the bread service
is amazing.
It's great. The rest of the food,
it's okay. I think the hard part is we like it, and if we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, we go back. But I think because we're staying over BoardWalk on the way back, we had to go to Disney Springs and then transfer buses and come back here. So it's kind of way out of the way and Animal Kingdom was long past closed at that point.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we could go to Animal Kingdom and just switch buses and then go. So we had to go all the way to Disney Springs, get out, go around their barriers, and then wait for a bus.
Yeah, and the Disney Springs bus goes to Yacht, Beach, and then BoardWalk.
So it's kind of a long. We got a nice peaceful drive home.
Yeah. And so, it's a learning experience for everything that's going on. As far as going to Animal Kingdom Lodge Kidani, we love it. We kind of miss it because that is one of our DVC home resorts.
So
Not Kidani, Jumbo, but pretty much the same.
Yeah, because we get the same booking window for both resorts. We just kind of feel like if we would go back to eat there, it's if we're staying there. I don't think I'm gonna go out of the way anymore to make that reservation, even though we really like the bread service.
Yeah. So with that, we need to pack up and get ready to move our rooms because we are going to a new resort tomorrow.
Yeah, this is a split stay for us, so we're gonna get up early and transfer and hopefully not lose too much theme park time.
And we'll let you know what it is tomorrow because it is not a DVC one again.
Yeah, this was a last minute trip, so all DVC was kind of booked at that point.
Yeah, so we're staying in normal rooms and do a brand new tour of a brand new room.
Yeah, we picked a non-DVC resort, so that was kind of nice because of the fact that we wouldn't normally stay here where we're going.
So I think it's time for us to get going. So please like,
subscribe,
and follow along with our Ohana. And now it's time for us to say goodbye and
find your magic. Bye, everyone.